Hello and welcome to Ow. Dang it. I did that in the last video. Last video I went and hit myself with my hand while I was doing this, but this time I wiped my nose. Ew, I got a booger on my nose. You want to see it? No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, hello and welcome to the world of pride. And I am your host, the one and only Kippy Love. And here they come. They know what time it is. It's time for a food review. And it's something they can have. I'm going to try this new flavor. And I've already done one of these videos. If you look on there, pecan stuck or stuck in pecan or whatever. The video title is called, but this is the Stuckey's, and it's toasted. The last one was I forgot what the name of it was. I think it was roasted. No, it candied pecans, and it was corn. What was it? Kettle corn style down here on the bottom. Whereas this one is toasted pecans. And it's honey roasted. And that's what it looks like. And what's the back here say? The back says, Stuckey's world famous Southern pecan treats are that favored road trip indulgence that generations of travelers have enjoyed as they, I'm trying to sound like, what's his name? Darn, I can't remember his name. Christopher Walken, the one that was in, I forgot what he played in now. Oh well. But, Christopher Walken, enjoyed as they rolled along America's beautiful highways. I was trying to sound like him, but I failed. But anyway, our famous sweet honey roasted seasonings. Did you know it's Stucker's original roasting process that gives these pecans the famous crisp snap found only in our Georgia growing pecans. And that's what the back of it says. See, it says all that right there. And original snap crisp roast. It's honey flavored, sweet southern seasoning. The original pecan snack. And these were, let's see, when did they come out with these? I don't know if they have a date when they first started. I don't see a date on here. But it's made in I guess it's called Reens. Like the bird, I guess, runs, whatever. Georgia, and there it is. Since 1937 is when they started making these. Yeah, it's right there on the front of the label, 1937. But we're gonna open it up and take a smell of it, and we're gonna taste it and see what it tastes like. Let me open them up where I don't rip the. It's got a seal thing right here. It's got a seal thing, so I always have to be careful not to rip past that seal or cut below that seal, because once you open it up, you can seal it back up. But we're going to open it back. We're going to open, not back up, we're going to open it up for the first time. This is the first time I've had some of these. And you got to be careful when you pull it apart so you don't rip the... I've done that before, too, where I've pulled it the wrong way, and I've ripped the seal part on one side and had it open, and then I couldn't seal it shut unless I had a paper clip or something like that. Ooh, it smells good. I can smell the pecan, and I can smell the honey. But now it's the taste test. I've done the smell test. Now I'm going to do the taste test. And of course, the babies are going to be here. This a picture of what it looks like up close. It's got kind of looks like a sugary substance on there. Maybe that's the sugary honey mixture, something that's on there. And you can see it's kind of a white thing. It looks like sugar. So maybe that's the honey seasoning and stuff on there. And you can see the same look on the pecans here. Well, we're gonna try one. I'm gonna get maybe about 3 of them so I can get a big bite of them and see exactly what they taste like. So I'm gonna get 3 of them. There's 2 and 1 more. Makes it 3. 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. I don't remember any other language, but there's 3 of them, and I'm gonna try them. And I'm not right talk with a mouth full, but I'm gonna give each of the dogs one and let them try it. 1. Come here, love my galley girl. Come here, precious. Come here, Aspen. My boy. Mmm. 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 Delicious. What did I taste? I tasted like, you know, I mean, I'm not saying these are the world's greatest, but I could taste the toasted pecans, and they were toasted, roasted together, and the crunch was the pecans were just the right texture. They were roasted and toasted just to the right precise way it was supposed to be made, to where they weren't too done, you know, too cooked, but they weren't undercooked either. And so they had the you could taste the Georgia pecan. You could, okay, I thought I heard something. You could taste the Georgia pecan all in your mouth. The taste was all over my tongue, in my mouth. And then the seasoning, like I said, I don't know if it was if they actually drizzled the honey on top of all of the pecans, or if it was like a mixture of like the whatever sweetness they put in it, whatever flavor they put on it, the powdered stuff. It looked like it was like maybe what it was is they originally they mixed the sugar, honey. Quiet. Well, put it up so she don't get more or whatever. But you know, like I said, maybe I don't know if it had sugar in it. Maybe it was the honey, and maybe they poured the honey on it, or they maybe took the honey and they dried it. You know, with whatever flavor or seasonings they put in there with it, the honey, and maybe they dried it to the point that it crystallized. And then they crushed it up into like a powder, and then they sprinkled it on top, and then they roasted it some more. They toasted it to where the flavor got inside the pecan. Or maybe it was all the honey, and they put the pecans in the honey and they marinated it in there. And then when they toasted it or roasted it, then it proceeded to maybe it dried and crystallized or whatever. That's the reason why it looks like that. But it was like when I first started chewing it, I did get some of the flavor, you know, when I was chewing on it, and then I swallowed it, I went, like that. It's because I could taste the honey flavor and whatever flavors they put on there. Like I said, let me see what the package says here. Let me see what the ingredients are. Pecans, sugar, there was sugar in it, honey, roasted seasoning, which was raw cane sugar, brown sugar, honey powder, then it had some sea salt in it, some spices. I don't know what kind of spices, just says spices. Then it was cooked in corn oil, which was well, it's kind of weird. It says, well, I don't understand that. Oh, okay. It's the seasoning had the raw cane sugar, brown sugar, honey powder, and then they have another parentheses, not the curved parentheses, but the square parentheses like that. And that had, that said something about the maltodized honey. And then it gets out of the square things like that. And then it continues with natural flavors, sea salt, spices, and less than 2% silicon dioxide and corn oil, canola oil added as preservative aids, and then a curved thing like that as to end it, and then it said peanut oil. So it's got all that in there. May contain traces of peanuts, may contain shell fragments. So yes, you have to be careful when you eat these that, you know, there is a chance. I don't know how big of a chance, because I've had a pecan pie before and a cherry pie before, and sometimes once in a blue moon, not, you know, maybe one every 1,000 pies, maybe one every 100 pies, one every 1,000 pies, one every whatever time, you might have a piece of pecan shell, or you might have a cherry pit that got through it, you know. And so they do say that on there. They really need to put that on the front, down here in the corner. May contain shell. Be careful. May caution. May, you know, that should be on the front, not on the back, because it's like you read all the ingredients, then it's like may contain shell fragments. Oh shit! Now I'm eating the package, you know, and learning to read it and everything. But yeah, it's man, I'm not gonna go through all the ingredients as well. Maybe I will. 4 servings per container, and you're supposed to get 1 ounce per serving. So there's 4 ounces in the package. 180 grams of or 180 calories, you know, per serving. 19% fat with 10% saturated fat. No cholesterol. 1 sodium. 3% carbohydrates. Dietary fiber, you got 4%. 12 things of sugar, included added sugars. Protein, 4%. 4% iron, and 2% potassium. And I heard that word. What you said?
I didn't say the whole thing.
You started to. I got the concept. And you're on video, so okay. Anyway, but of course that's our video. And if you get a chance to get some of these, you know, tell them Kippy sent you when you go to the store and buy them. But anyway, that's our video. Y'all have a awesome day and a perfect tomorrow. We'll catch you at Scratching Post, where we can meow about, I don't know, maybe roasted and toasted catnip pecan, Stanley. I mean, Stackies. Think about, Kippy Love with the catnip flavor. But anyway, bye.